What's going on, yo? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Samash. This is Taya. And today we are on Star Wars Andor. This is season 2, episode 10, Make It Stop. So I don't know if we're going to get the year time jump or if it's going to continue where it left off, but we just rescued Mom Mothma from the Senate after she called out Emperor Palpatine for the genocide of Gorman. Also, Cyril got killed for he don't even know why. Like he was going for revenge, but the person he was getting revenge on, Cassian, didn't know who he was. Bix left so that Cassian could stay in the rebellion. She said that the people need this, even if he doesn't, feel like he's supposed to be here. He is, and she can't be the reason that he doesn't continue to make a difference because he's good at what he does. So she said, I'm gonna take myself out the equation, which hurt him. But yep, and Yavin is making his preparations for the next phase. So let's see where they take these final 3 episodes as it leads into Rogue One. Full and other reactions are available on Patreon. Let's go. Okay, so we got one here later. Definitely woke her up. She'd be waiting. You got something? What you got, Lonnie?
Tell me you're ready. Just promise me if it doesn't look perfect, you won't engage.
I think we used up all the perfect. Move.
They're looking like this is the last time they're gonna see each other. What kind of mission is this?
Promises were made. I have my wife and my daughter tucked away for the moment, but I need you to tell me how you're going to get us out of Coruscant.
Tell me what you've done.
I have had Dedra Miro's code cert for a year now.
You went into her files.
I had a 2-hour window.
And you still don't know if she's coming after me or not.
I didn't have time.
You found something
Because I found
greater.
something more critical. Something huge.
All right, spit it out.
So now we're bargaining.
Yeah, he got a family to worry about.
How much time do we have? How hard will they come?
They'll come at this with everything they've got. Assume they're coming now.
Then there's no time to play games. I need to know what we're talking about. You're not the only one who'll be running. We're in this together. I need details.
The Emperor's energy program is a lie.
Of course it is. Power his Death Star.
The rebellion on Gorman was a front from the start, a cover to strip mine the planet for some mineral that they need. Orson Krennic's been building a secret weapon for over a decade. Colonel Yavin wasn't even told until a month ago.
What kind of weapon?
Where will you take us?
Yavin.
What is that?
We'll be safe there. Tell me about the weapon.
Is he dead? That's why he was so paranoid. He didn't trust Luthen. And Luthen didn't trust him, apparently.
Scarif, Kyber, Krennic, Erso.
Galen, Erso, Galen.
Galen, Erso.
You know where to go.
No, I'm doing the comms.
No, you're not.
I'll be faster.
I'll do the work. Please don't argue. Go.
They're burning it all. They said, we got what we need. Ooh.
Please join us.
His insides are shaking.
Is everything real?
Ah, what a wise question. Only 2 pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery.
Me and you.
I thought this was a fake.
Uh-oh. Nice in her briefcase
What
now.
is it?
Probably
Is he
ceremonial.
shaking a little bit?
I don't know.
I may have something for you.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
A vintage Imperial Starpath unit. What do you think?
What?
A little damaged, perhaps, but I'd say it's held its value.
I can't tell what I'm losing.
Yeah, I can't either.
I have dreamt of this, and here you were, all that
Yep.
time,
You know.
hiding in the
How?
shelter of Imperial peace and quiet.
How did she
And
figure
I've
it
known
out?
you all along. Hardly seems fair.
You disgust me.
Freedom scares you.
Freedom. You don't want freedom. You want chaos. Chaos for everyone but you. Ruin the galaxy and then run back to your ridiculous wig.
She found out who he was.
The building is surrounded.
Hey, you're too late. Rebellion isn't here anymore. It's flown away. It's everywhere now. There's a whole galaxy out there waiting to disgust you.
And that's terrifying.
And soon you'll be telling us all about it.
Now he's about to kill himself.
What have you done?
Ready the place to explode.
Turn around. Turn around or be stunned.
Yep, I was right. He killed himself. He ain't gonna talk. He made sure Lonnie wasn't gonna talk, and he made sure himself wasn't gonna talk.
Keep him alive. He can't die.
Oh, shoot. What's her name? Cleaver? She gonna have to hire somebody to come finish him off. Probably Cassian. She's sad because she said, oh, I would have did it faster. They knew they was gonna get caught. They knew they wouldn't get to see the end. They all keep saying it.
Wait, what's going on outside? Oh shit, I'm flashing.
Yeah, they worked together for a very long time. I know it's hard on them. Even though they prepared every day for this day.
Who's back to stop?
He having PTSD.
Sergeant! You in there?
I heard it.
Be about 50 of them in there.
I said I heard it.
Yes, sir.
He's in the ship, sir. Mayor! You in there? Sergeant!
Yes, you gotta go finish him. Okay, she needed a uniform to blend in.
But it's hard though because all the windows are clear. You can just look over there.
And she got the whole floor locked down.
All night.
You waited for my day off.
I couldn't risk a leak.
How ironic.
I have a call in to Partagas.
Well, we'll have that forwarded for you. You're under arrest, Dedra.
Ooh.
That's ridiculous. I have access, I found
I
him.
came with an ISB marshal.
I had to talk to Partagas.
He sent me.
Fine. Let's get this sorted.
Okay, that's good. Cause nobody gonna be as paranoid as her, as Deidre. Her coworker fucking it up. Ooh. Sorry, Grandma.
Or grandpa.
But based off the chin, it looked like Grandma. I'm a chinologist.
Let her count it.
7. Forget it. This your daughter?
Yes.
20. 10 if you smile. 20. Does she know how this works? We already have an offer for 15. 20. 18's my max. Sold. But no smile. Am I your daughter now?
When it's useful. I'm losing out, you're Clay. Everything else is up for grabs.
Clay.
I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. Just hungry.
Yeah, she looked like she can handle anything.
Let's see.
What?
17's as far as you go.
We're trying to get to the 19th floor.
It's special access only at the moment.
We'll check in down here then. Let them know.
What's this?
3 parades of bolt the other night. Sniper. They keep finding people who did it.
Where are they taking me?
Right.
Say, you need me. There's nothing here for us.
No, she wanna see. I think she respected their bravery, especially that of the little boy. No worse than what they did to her people. The firing squad was nasty work.
When do we start fighting back?
We have.
By walking away.
We fight to win. At least we lose.
Besides,
And lose and lose and lose. Until we're ready. All you know now is how much you hate. You bank that, you hide that. You keep it alive until you know what to do with it. And when I tell you to move, you move.
Unfortunately, he's right. The petty victories account for nothing. They just get you killed. He wants the big win, the overall win. Yep, see? The subtitle said Granny. Tells you I had an eye for the chin.
You're gonna have to turn back. Let's go.
Police struck his body slightly down, so if anybody walks by, they can't see that. I don't think she's gonna make it out alive. But she can't leave him alive.
oh, she's about to blow something up.
How many do you think there are?
50, maybe more. You're not an
Ooh,
idiot.
that look good.
You need to accept what you're leaving behind.
Alright, we're here. It's a pretty place. None of that matters right now. You're just being sad.
It makes me making a choice. I lived most of my life without ever realizing that that was a possibility.
You're afraid.
I'm only afraid of what I'm doing to you.
I know what I want.
What's that?
The detonator to blow up the bridge.
You think I won't?
You have every right.
Trying to see if she takes the petty victory or waits for the long one. That's a true test. You need to know if you can trust her.
Why are you doing this?
Because today it's real.
You promise.
I lie. It used it. Don't.
She failed.
Look at me. Now turn. You'll be leaving now.
Oh, I wonder how she managed that. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's cool.
What is?
The machine.
I don't see how. I mean, it's just keeping him alive.
Maybe you don't appreciate this.
I'd have to just shoot him in the head. But I guess she wanted him to go quietly. You know, you need to go. If you're going to try to stand a chance of making it out alive, you got to be quick. But I know what it means to her. Her last time I'm going to ever see him. Oh. Gotta go. Come on, player. But they right behind her. You know?
Right! I would have shot that.
Deidre gonna be pissed because she ain't got nothing now. Failed because she went around her coworker. He made the ultimate sacrifice. These two deserved the episode. They did good with this one.
This episode is tea.
That was episode 10. Make it stop. Again, more powerful storytelling. We're nearing the end of everything, so this is where we start getting the conclusions. I mean, we know most of these people die. I don't know if we're going to end up seeing Bix again. That might have been her complete ending. But I don't know. I know, obviously, we know Cassian dies. And then they had mentioned Erso. I don't know if it was Jen Erso or if it was a different Erso. But Jen Erso, I believe, is the character in Rogue One that they have for the mission. And that ends up dying with Cassian at the end. But so it looks like she'll get away. She's going to be the one that has to pass the intel to Cassian, and Cassian, I believe, is the one that's going to get it to wherever it needs to go. And then we already know how the rest of the stuff go, but that was good. It was good that they went back and told their story, how those two met, you know, put a nice neat bow on their story, give her a moment to say goodbye. They knew today was the end. Lonnie reached out on the emergency line. He ain't never used it, which I think when that happened, they was like, oh, today's that day.
Yeah, let me get the ass or whatever.
And they left no loose ends. They didn't. And it's so funny because he promised Lonnie safe passage, and later on in the story, you realize you can't trust Luthen. Which that was always the question throughout the whole series. Can we trust Luthen? Can we trust Luthen?
No.
And Luthen literally said to Clea in this episode, I lie, get used to it. And we see that earlier in the episode because he killed Lonnie on the bench after promising him and his family safe passage. But by him killing Lonnie, they don't suspect Lonnie, so his family should be okay.
Right.
There was at no point did they say, oh shit, like, we think Lonnie was the one that gave the brief. No, they just said, oh, we saw Lonnie dead. I was dealing with that. Like, the one dude that just arrested DJ, Lonnie was his close co-worker.
So yeah, I mean, his family has to agree, but they don't have to be on the run for the rest of their life.
Correct. It'll be better.
It would be better.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that was his decision. He knew what he was risking. So.
Yeah. So that was good. And Clea was tough from a little girl. She was very smart. He taught her well. He was trying to teach her patience, which doesn't come easy. He was, wait for your moment.
Act as if you're,
Act invisible. We'll be whoever we need to be. She said, am I your daughter? He said, when it's useful, when you need to be. Like, we'll be whatever we need to be. He kept teaching all the different lessons. And she caught on. She was just so angry, and he had to help her get past that hate. Because she wanted to, I mean, I don't want to say impulsively, because she did hold her composure very well, but there were moments when she wanted to act. That was her true desire, but he was like, you gotta wait. Yeah. So, and she did good. All the lessons came up to this moment. She did what she had to do. So, all right, well, we're gonna move on to the next one, y'all. All right, this is episode 11. Who else knows?
Oh, this body's still laying here?
Medical director.
Dr. Recklaw, are you the one that's closed my hospital? This is my building. I'll decide if we are in a position to admit patients or not.
Arrest him.
What?
It's an ISB crime scene. If you're slowing me down, you're a suspect.
They still
You made your
rude.
point.
Make sure the doors stay locked. I need immediate access to your security logs.
He handled that well. She's sick.
Who else knows?
All I have been told is that Supervisor Young is dead.
Is that why I'm here? For the murder of an ISB clerk? Has my reputation slid so precipitously? What single thing would drag me to this forsaken basement?
Dang, he's close.
Death Star.
Who else knows?
About the breach.
No.
Young was a busybody, always on the fringes.
When did you give him your code, sir?
Excuse me?
Are you?
Young. My clearances, never. Why would I do
I
that?
don't have time. Why, Dale?
If Young had my cert, then he stole it.
Think that
About
they're
Galen Erso.
You're like, why was that in your files?
Several intel bundles were forwarded to my office by mistake. I should have reported it.
I should have pegged you as a scavenger a long time ago.
I didn't read them all. Most of them I never opened.
But you read enough, didn't you?
Girl.
You, Supervisor Young, spent 3 hours last night logged in.
Oh, she going down as a traitor.
Now, shall we take a guess?
Look at her. She's
What
terrified.
he might have told.
I was searching for Axis. That's all I was ever doing.
You found
And I
her?
found him. Yes, I'm a scavenger, but I've had to be.
How does one balance such passionate competency with the mindless decision to confront Luthen Rail on your own? If you're not a rebel spy, you missed your calling.
Wow.
Rail's assistant. We think she's his daughter. She wasn't at the gallery.
We're done here.
Whatever Young told Rail, she knows too. She needs to be found. We need agents at
She's-
every transit point.
She's
we
still
can
trying to
cover.
cling on
We'll
to.
do our best to carry on with that.
Yeah, she's still trying to cling on to being a part of this. They're done with her. You dead, girl.
She coming or going?
This would be leaving.
Oh. Dang, it's dusty.
I mean, it was surrounded by some.
There she is again. It's like she's turning away.
She knows there's a camera. She's trying to hide.
Oh, she's trying to send a message. Because she knows she ain't getting off course, huh? Where he coming from, his little girlfriend house?
Yeah.
You stay with a boo.
What is this? It woke me up. It was chattering away. Is it a radio?
When?
No, but
How long ago?
woman, what is it?
Just answer the
How
question.
long?
Half an hour?
3.
Game night.
In.
3-0. Plus 10.
Plus 10?
You heard me.
You don't seem surprised by his bid.
10 tens.
That's an unusual risk.
He's nervous.
He's right.
That's another impossibility.
You don't have any tens left, do you?
It would be sad if the two of you were conspiring again.
Hey!
K2, like, y'all be cheating.
What's up?
Guys. Wait, whoa.
How quickly can we get this out?
That depends on the level of saturation required.
Direct.
You will put this image out as wide and deep and far as it takes until we find her.
What?
She escaped the hospital with an infectious condition that threatens everyone with whom she may come in
They're
contact.
trying to scare people into
Found
reporting her.
before thousands die.
There it is. What are you still doing here?
That man ain't got no patience, no tolerance, nothing.
Death Star. What a prescient turn of phrase.
I can't protect you, Leo.
You were supposed to be ready by now.
You sound like Tarkin.
It's a miracle we've kept it quiet this long.
We're moments away. Days. A few more tests. We're there.
Save the sermon for Palpatine.
Am I
course
correct? The
you
reason
had it
that
under
you are
your
not
bed.
messaging back is to avoid being traced. Who are we hiding from?
Okay, right now, we're hiding from everyone.
Here it comes.
Compression cycle.
Is the UN powered up?
Was I correct?
Is the ship prepped?
Yes.
You gotta go down to the hangar and get us on the test roster. I don't want to be shot down pulling out of here. No shit. You get it? Yes.
Go!
You are hearing that, aren't you? I've been counting the orders we've disobeyed so far. Would you like to know how many?
How many?
17.
Oh.
Hey,
17, that's the treason.
80.
come on.
They can't stand Cassian.
Yeah. But they know he always come back.
He's dead, isn't he? Rail.
He was killed. I came for advice.
Oh.
Why would I do that?
As it stands, you're going nowhere. A quick solve might work wonders. I just pushed out a massive search package, but you know, as well as I do, that she's too smart to go where they're looking. You know them.
Go back. Pull the old Axis files. There was a radio on Ferrix, and her Krieger had one. We found several of them. Old frequencies, pulse codes.
She's too smart for
No
him.
business.
Thank you.
Stop helping
It's
these
probably
people.
too late.
I do the same
Everything we
thing.
put in place, knowing how vulnerable we are. You can run him down all you want, but the truth is none of this would be here without Luthen.
Confine this man to quarters until further notice.
Transmitter looks intact. They had the antenna. It's ingenious. They spliced it into a metro tower next door. They've been using Imperial broadcast power for who knows how long.
I've been to Coruscant. I was in the parade there once.
Oh.
200 KX units. The Emperor was there. Sorry I missed them.
But if she put on a cloak, what they always do.
I'll check.
I don't like it here.
It is our target. She's likely alone, but should be considered armed and dangerous. It's imperative she's taken alive. All non-essential frequencies will be down until further notice.
All clear so far.
Are you good?
That voice is scary.
Because they want to track which, they need to narrow down where it's at. Well, she didn't know who was coming.
Where's Luthen?
I want to see where the message is being received.
They're building a weapon, a super weapon. Everything we've been chasing, that's the answer.
Okay, and you're sure Luthen's dead?
Floors 26, 27, and 28 west. We'll work our way up.
Search center, gain an Erso. Say it.
Clear.
Repeat what I've told
told you.
Yep, they go after him in the beginning of Rogue One.
Galen, Erso, Gorman, this is direct from ISP. As of yesterday morning, Luthen died for this.
We cannot stay here, Clea.
And go where?
You know, this is the end of the road for her.
Yavin. I know what they think of Luthen. That's to be my sanctuary.
We'll be safe there. They need to hear this.
So you tell them. Tell them what I just told you.
I'm not leaving you here.
Did we request an enforcement droid? Sorry, repeat please.
K2.
You nuts?
K2 sad. I can't get him on comms. I'm going in. He was scared. I'd be scared too if that came from me.
I'm gonna play dead.
You'll be safe there. I promise.
You told me you were done once.
Yeah. And you told me I was wrong.
Got it. It's directly above us.
Just anyway, you left us behind.
I made a choice. I made the right choice. No one can do this alone. He knew that. He just couldn't swallow his pride.
Yeah.
Thank the galaxy, he didn't. And you need to tell these people in Yavin what they're up against. You owe him that.
Okay.
I feel like we just started.
It was only 38 minutes.
I see, but I felt like we just started. Okay, I guess they're saving the Big Bang for the finale, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's just literally more build up in her paranoia. But see what I was saying in the beginning, like the people at Yavin, they don't like Luthen.
Yeah, it's two different.
Mm-hmm. He started all this, but they'll never give him credit.
Yeah, and I think my favorite, not my favorite, but one of my favorite parts in this episode was just seeing the soldiers be fidgety. You know what I mean? When they were where they were sitting on the flight. And they're waiting to go for orders, you know, and some of them looking around, some are just like shaking their leg. Which is really interesting. You know what I mean? We don't,
I guess.
I don't know. I like that scene.
I didn't think much of it, but no. I mean, take whatever you want away from it. But, yeah, very interesting. She doesn't want to go from here. I think she's done. I think it's like, this was me and Luthen's thing. I need to get past this on because we've done our part. Like, they stayed, but their end of it is a dead end. Like, there's nothing more to be done. There's no more people to move around. There's nobody to send on a mission anymore. They've all gotten their own thing with Yavin. That's the rebellion now. That's what they created. Luthen was never the type of person to lead the war. He wanted to start the war. He wanted to be the one that gave the information, that gave people the urge to fight, that was the messenger to make sure that this message got out and that message to make sure we can get the people ready for war, because it takes time. So now that fell to her, and she's like, I got to get you this information. He was preaching it to her last episode. Remember, Galen and Jedha and all of that. And then now she got to do it to Cassian, and then he got to go give it to somebody else. But then they got to be convincing on top of that. But yeah, I'm remembering they did go after Galen Erso, and you see that in the beginning of Rogue One. And Jen Erso is a little girl at the time, I believe. I want to say, or she might not be little. I can't remember, but either way, she ends up getting out of there. Her mom protects her, I believe. They ended up killing her, and I think she witnessed it. Or, no, I think they did take him when she was little, if I'm not mistaken. And she goes to try to rescue her dad. I remember, and they were on that rainy-ass planet, and they were on that bridge, and they had that fight scene. But yeah, they used Jen's dad to work on the Death Star. So I believe they needed him and a level of intel from him as well. But yeah, it was just about gathering the intel to give to the rebellion so that they can fight and stop this weapon. So no, so far it's just really good tie-in. It's good to see the build up. It's literally just so you can watch this show, go into Rogue One, and go into the movies after that.
I kind of just wish I didn't even know about the Death Star and just watch this. So I could be like more like, oh my god, what's guys, what's the weapon?
Somebody will have that experience one day.
I feel like
it just won't be us.
I don't know. It's just like it's like the feeling of like, wishing that you could rewatch Attack on Titan again.
In a sense, Star Wars does this unique thing that others don't, in which it tells its story backwards. Mm-hmm. They told the story of the Death Star before they told the story of how we got the intel for it, and then now we're getting the story of how we got the intel for the intel, right, and how the rebellion started. Like, it's just telling the story backwards, and then we got the Clone Wars, and before that you got the High Republic, and they did try to jump into the future, but it didn't quite work yet. So now they're going back and building up to the future with Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all of that. So it's like, okay, they just tell this non-linear, storytelling, but it works. It works. Each, show is unique. But yeah, I think that is all I got for this one. All right, this is season 2, episode 12, Jedha, Kyber, and Erso. All right, that's all the things that Clea told Cassian to say to everybody on Yavin. So their building is being stormed as we speak. But K2 on the case, y'all. So let's see what they got. Let's see how they wrap this series up, y'all.
After all of this, what a bitter ending.
You can rest there.
As a prisoner.
As a hero. You need to see the place you held beyond.
You need to tell them what you told us.
I'm not leaving you here.
Yeah, please take that communication device away.
It's not Erso, it's a link transmit from the ship, so it's a bit confusing. Anyone else with a tactical line failure?
All of them. Good job, K2. He's horrifying.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my goodness, scary.
You can stop right there! Slightly raise your hands above your head! No sudden movements! Hold your fire.
I'm dead.
We can still close the door. We'll be trapped as opposed to war. Okay, where are you?
K come.
Okay.
Stop right there! Sergeant!
Sergeant! They're like, I'm not even gonna bother shooting this thing because it ain't gonna work.
Should have closed the door.
Damn.
Go! Go!
Completely stunned.
Taking the gun.
Like, what the fuck is behind us? Weapons of y'all own design.
Cassian, I've cleared the path.
Thank you.
Can you carry her?
Push the request. Push it now.
I was like, wait, I think people live there. I don't know, but they kept on the floor. I thought maybe.
Hey.
It's just a little stun and a head bump. Should be alright.
I assume any doubts about my value have been erased.
Yeah.
You can speed up now.
You're welcome.
Explain this. Tell me why, whenever I'm being scolded for troubling you, all I hear is,
She got her rags on.
small. And why should I believe anything you say?
We know you're on Jedha, Saul.
How many more meddling squealers have you set my way?
I'm trying to help you.
You think I'd still be alive if I hadn't learned to pin them as I wish?
It's the Empire that's after you, Saul, not us.
If only you could fight as well as you lie.
You're sure he's in Jedha?
He's been warned.
He's insane. He's not. We've been probing his team for over a year now. It's an active operation.
They're still transmitting. Sir.
You know the protocol. Scramble 3, put 2 on the deck in case we need them.
Try it again. It's not the comm unit. Try again. Should have filed a flight plan. Why aren't they answering? We could be anybody. They'll figure it out. We're getting close, aren't we? I suspect we'll be shot down as an enemy probe. Shut up, Kate. But disobeying orders is so refreshing.
It is.
We have engaged targeting. Failure to comply with our specific
Stop right there! Hello? Just us. She needs a doctor, please!
Apparently, you've been chasing something you feel is worth violating every rule we live by. Well, let's have it, Captain.
The source told him he just learned that the Emperor's secret energy project was the cover story for the manufacture of a weapon.
The energy project?
That's hardly a secret. We've been funding it for years.
What kind of a weapon are we talking about?
All right, ask the
I
right
don't know
question.
about the weapon.
Then what's the point?
Let him finish. Right, let me get there.
Sounds like a paranoid fantasy.
Luthen Rail died for this.
And how has that been verified?
Are you serious?
Captain, it's hard not to wonder if your judgment here might be less than objective.
I'll have to disagree. It's everything I know about Luthen that makes me believe this is real.
We're talking about someone who's been a thorn in our side since we began building this alliance.
Did you know him?
No.
Any of you? And I made my choice 2 years ago to join here and be part of this. None of that can take away what he did and how hard it was. I don't know if what he was told is true or not, but it's insulting to hear him run down by people who have given a fraction of his sacrifice to this rebellion.
Enough!
Hey.
When's the last time you two spoke?
A year ago,
A year ago.
when he had me rescue Senator Mothma from the Senate.
Duly noted.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
That
could
was a
happen
good
in a year.
decision.
Wouldn't you agree?
This is active intelligence.
More like puffed up speculation.
We will follow up tomorrow night with a full
Ooh,
session.
good
So
thing
now,
they ain't listen to
Captain
y'all.
Andor, you are forbidden from accessing your ship and confined to quarters.
And there ain't nowhere else for me to go anyway.
Requesting permission to visit the infirmary.
Permission granted.
Yeah.
She gonna talk some sense into him. Bale is her trusted friend. That's who we got to get through. The rest of them,
Your contract was talk around.
whatever.
Make it quick.
It's like they struggle with respecting him so much because of what he can do.
Not exactly the hero's welcome I promised, was it? It's a lot for them to take in. I'm doing what I can. I promise.
What's happened? Luthen's dead.
She knew that was gonna be hard for you to take
Cassie
in.
brought Claire back, but when did this happen? Just now. I need something. They brought back some curious information. Spy on him. Help me believe him.
Even she has her doubts.
I have some bad news. He's dead well. He made it worth it.
Another message from Kathleen. He won't talk to anybody but Andor.
Pull him back.
Will you drink to Luthen?
Just this once. Gorn, Namek,
Center.
Karanin,
Cinta.
the Gormans, Eric's, your mother. The Dans.
All these people, places, worlds.
Mon wants to know if your Luthen story is real.
He died for it. Does it matter what he did to us along the way? Does it matter how it twisted him? None of this exists without him. None of us are here. Claire will lie about it.
What do they gain from lying? Pull up another.
There will be times when the struggle seems impossible. Remember this. Freedom is a pure idea. It occurs spontaneously, without instruction. Random acts of insurrection are occurring constantly throughout the galaxy. There are whole armies, battalions. The Imperial need for control is so desperate because it is so unnatural.
I'm not sure.
It's a mask of fear.
I'm assuming you've heard it before.
Bits and pieces.
Just keep spreading, doesn't it?
I'm afraid they're waiting for you, sir.
Oh, they want to punish you now? It comes around.
May I have a moment to collect my thoughts?
He's in trouble because he failed to.
They're gonna punish everybody. They punishing Dedra because it was her prying. Oh, he gonna kill himself? Move into this level of involvement. Yep. He took his own life because what they were gonna do was worse. They're punishing everybody.
You should reconnect with Biggs.
She's safe, isn't she?
That's what I hear.
She wouldn't be safe with me. Once this settles down, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't settle.
I'll think about it.
Don't wait too long.
Flee! It's Belle. I'm not sure it'll do much good, but put this on. Come on, we can't stay out.
I'm sorry about Luther. What you did for him, I can't imagine that was easy. Had to be done. It's tiring saying that, doesn't it?
He always used to say, know your way out before you go in. I don't even really know where I am.
It's like her portion of the mission is done, so like, what do I do?
I have friends everywhere. You're here with friends.
Yeah, it wasn't just a saying, it was true.
I need to find my cousin and you need to sleep.
We've been released. They threw us out. Time to listen to him. None of that is true.
Tiddick's on Kafreen until tomorrow. Do you trust him?
I try.
There's an Imperial destroyer parked over Jedha as of 2 days ago. We were warned so to step away before you came back. Jedha, Kyber crystal, and ISB pod, and Luther died to get us in motion. Now Tiddick keeps calling us. If this is all a trap, it's a brilliant way to spring it.
How do I get to Kafreen?
Dude, they're paranoid. They're like, it's too many coincidences for something not to be real. Either this is true or it's a trap and they have to gamble.
You need to hear us out.
Remember that? That was his sister.
Oh, his sister?
Yeah, they did a flashback there.
The man you do not like is here.
Excuse us, droid.
The man you do not like to see.
Sleep well?
No.
Ever sleep well?
No.
Then we have something in common. General Draven has your order. Proceed to your contact, learn what you can. Do it quickly.
Can I ask what changed?
If I die fighting the Empire, I want to go down swinging. You find that amusing?
No, but you and Luther would have gotten along much better than you think.
May the Force be with you, Captain.
Because he also has to think, like, you did set up for your team a year ago to get Mothma out of here after she delivered her speech. Your team would have betrayed you. And everybody else calling y'all lying like something ain't right. So, y'all gotta act.
She looks so much happier. Away from her sick
3.
husband.
Oops, speak of the devil. Now he got a new boo.
Oh, that's the mother-in-law. I'm dead.
I know that was hard though to be away from her daughter. In her life, she didn't know she wasn't gonna want. She's in that prison like Cassian was in. You step out of Zap, it comes around. You were the messenger. That's what she was saying.
There's a rumor we have a flight plan.
The ring of Kafreen.
Kivin.
We'll take the quick way.
It's so much easier when I know what I'm doing.
I like that.
You could go again.
Is that Bix?
With the baby?
She was pregnant when she left a year ago. She knew he would definitely leave if he knew he had a child. He would have took her and the baby and left, and the rebellion needed him. But Val tried to say something, you need to go see her. But he never does. He didn't even know he has a child. But I'm glad I was wrong and she didn't die.
That was good.
Yeah. Wait, I heard there might be a post-credit. Okay, don't look at there is. Okay, good. But,
yeah, I liked this episode. It was nice.
it led, I guess, moments into Rogue One. I'll probably watch it this week, make it some time just to see how closely they tied it together, which I'm sure they did a good job. But yeah. If she would have allowed him to walk away from this, that wouldn't have played out how it did, because it was because of Cassian's connection to Luthen and Clea that
the intel was even passed along
correctly and conveyed correctly in the importance of it. Because if they would have just been any random Joe that would have went and saved Clea, well, first of all, only select people had the device to even answer on her old-fashioned pulsar machine.
Right.
If Cassie and them had completely cut themselves off from this world, they wouldn't have been able to respond to that. I mean,
the codes, nothing.
Correct.
And also, she would have been dead by then, because you need clearance for a mission. You need permission to. It's just a lot of precautions. You just said, "Go heat up the car."
Yeah, they had to illegally stole the ship and leave unauthorized, because that plane would have never gotten greenlit for them to go to Coruscant. Like anybody else, but who would have tried to do that, it wouldn't have worked, and that intel would have been lost, and the Death Star would have started going around wreaking havoc and destroying anybody. They would have started destroying planets to try to find the rebellion and end them in a one fell swoop. So, because I don't know if you remember, you saw Saw right there standing there, right?
Yeah.
In Rogue One, the Death Star hits them and he dies. But he spent his whole damn life creating chaos and anarchy that nobody wants to help you. I didn't know it when I watched Rogue One back then, but I didn't know that I didn't like Saw back then. So I was like, wow. But yeah, no, I'm kind of glad Saw's dead. I don't miss him. I don't like him. His tactics are insane. But yeah, that planet does get destroyed, and that's the end for Saw. Obviously, like they just kind of said, he's been going around stealing Star Destroyers, wreaking havoc as he does. Clearly, they found him. That Star Destroyer was sat there, and then the Death Star comes, and they put an end to Saw.
They put the final piece on, and then they say, "All right, let's test drive."
Yeah, but Saw died not trusting a single soul.
Mm-hmm.
That's just who he is.
But I don't think he trusts himself.
Nothing. He just, ever since his sister died in the Clone Wars, he lost his mind. Yeah. There was an episode, I don't know, you probably don't remember it because it was so long ago. He was little. But it was an episode Ahsoka was helping them, and they were fighting a little rebellion. They were part of a rebellion on their planet against the Separatists, and his sister fell off a mountain. Ahsoka was...
I'm dead.
Like, she got blasted off. Ahsoka was holding her with the Force, but then Ahsoka got shot, and then the girl fell, and she died. And he lost his mind since that day. But, yeah. It was just good build-up. All together. Clea didn't even go try to convince them. She said, I gave the message to you to give to them, and thankfully, Organa and Mon and the rest of them, they were able to get past their fear of this being a trap and be like, hey, we're going to take a chance on faith. And if we go down swinging.
Yeah.
Because they're so scared to get destroyed by making the wrong move, because they're like, the galaxy will have no hope. So in a galaxy, because this is taking years. This is like one of those things where you get one shot. But it's like, also, we've been building and building and building for years. We can't just sit here forever. Like, they know they have to act, but it's like, on what do we act? When are we going to know? Are we ever going to know? Is this the sign, or is this the trap?
You can't do nothing too small, because that's not going to do anything. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's the thing. They've been doing small stuff.
No,
that's
I just mean like everybody together.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like, you don't want to just do something misinformation-wise.
Yeah.
Everything's exposed, you know?
Correct, and that's what they were scared of. But everything worked out the way it was supposed to. So they did a good job. The series was good. Very dark, different than all the other ones. Extremely detailed.
I liked seeing Dedra. Wait, how do you say it?
Deidre. That's what I call it.
Mixing it up.
It could be Dedra. I call it Deidre. But whatever.
No, it's okay. I liked seeing her in that cell. Case girl.
It came around. Yeah, Cassian was in one of them, and now you in one of them. And that's the thing. Everybody, all the villains that were pretty much in this show, they didn't even realize what they were working towards. And then I mean, it all came crashing down, and then they're the ones that's either dead or sitting in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
She in the cell, other dude killed himself, and the other ones died fighting to try to take in Cassian and all of them. So it's like y'all don't even realize the evil y'all working for. I mean, maybe y'all do and y'all are okay with that, but like, what do y'all claim? Like, what are y'all craving? Like, what do y'all? I don't understand. Like, what do they get out of making people suffer? Because they know that's what they're doing, but like, what does that do? Like, what self-fulfillment does the Empire get?
That's what I'm
from
telling you.
this?
Like, on the application, it has to be like psychological, like answers that you pick, so they know to pick the people with the most messed up head as possible.
Like, how we all just got evil in common? Where does that come from? What made you evil?
Like being raised around it with being the ideal.
Yeah, because there's no way
mindset.
they can believe they're doing good. Nobody doing good is building a planet destroyer. That's just not. How do y'all live with yourselves? Like, it's crazy because the good guys can't sleep. So how did the bad guys sleep? That's what I want to know. Like, y'all just be murdering people and then going and sleeping peacefully. Now, what I will say about like Zero and Deidre, when they were doing the Gorman massacre, that did bother them. That did. Now, Zero kind of lost his way. Deidre kept going. But she was hurt in that moment. But it's like, this is what you signed up for and you continue to help. But that just pushed her further into investigating what they're really doing. Why are we really doing this?
But at the end of the day, she chose her career over people's lives. So.
Yeah. And why she's like that? Mm-hmm. Why these people choose to be part of the Empire? I don't know. Maybe they just don't know what to do. Some of them just go into it for a job, not realizing, and then they get deep into it, and then they just get lost. Some of them have no purpose. I think, honestly, a lot of it is a lack of family. Not to mention just being at war all the time.
Right.
Like,
it becomes so normalized that you just like you have to pick a side.
A lot of these people was born into the Clone
majority.
Wars, so I mean, in the eyes of the history, the Galactic Republic won. They're the heroes.
Everything.
And they became the Empire, so they think they're fighting for the heroes. But then as you get deeper into it, and some of them do realize it. I mean, like we have Lonnie who betrayed them, and we've had others along the way in different shows and movies that betrayed the Empire. They
also,
realized
the education system. You know, if they ever found out that schools that they ruled over were teaching the opposite, they can shoot everybody up. You know?
And there's like characters like Sabine. Sabine was a part of the Empire and things like that. So some of them do realize, but there's still a large majority that be for the cause, and that's scary.
Yeah.
But do you have anything else? All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Of course, you want to hear what you guys thought.
Oh.
That first of all, walking over here and shaking in my face is nasty work. That was crazy. What did I do to deserve that?
Just to come back and sit down.
That was crazy. Y'all saw that. That was wild. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, you want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to comment, share, subscribe, so put jump on there.
Our reaction to Rogue One is available on YouTube and full reactions on Patreon to All We Do and More. And we will see y'all on the next reaction.
Bye.